In 2013, 25-year-old Rory Curtis was driving home in England when his car lost control on a wet road and collided with a truck, leaving him with a severe brain injury that put him in a coma for 6 days. His family feared the worst, uncertain if he would ever wake up. But when he finally regained consciousness, the doctors and nurses around him were stunned. Rory was speaking fluent French, a language he had never properly studied, with a flawless Parisian accent as if he had lived in France his entire life. Even more bizarre, for the first several hours after waking, he was convinced he was Hollywood actor Matthew McConaughey, fully believing he had been living the life of the famous star and struggling to understand why the people around him called him by another name. As the McConaughey delusion faded, Rory slowly came to terms with his real identity, but his ability to speak French remained, baffling experts and his family alike. Doctors diagnosed him with foreign language syndrome, a rare and poorly understood condition where brain trauma can unlock hidden or forgotten linguistic abilities. But Rory's case was unique because he had never been fluent in French before, only having been exposed to it briefly in school, where he had never excelled. As he recovered, he tried to understand how a language he barely knew had suddenly become second nature to him, but no clear explanation could be found. His brain had inexplicably accessed something he had never consciously retained. Even years later, long after his physical recovery, Rory still retained his fluency in French, speaking it effortlessly despite never having studied it again. His case remains one of the most baffling neurological phenomena ever recorded, raising profound questions about how the human mind stores and accesses information, whether certain abilities lie dormant within us, and whether brain trauma can sometimes unlock hidden potential instead of just causing damage.